Good morning, friend. This is the last lecture again I am saying to you for chapter 4 because already we have taken 5 lectures related this chapter. Today we want to discuss with the two exercise, that is 4.3 and 4.4. Already in last 3 or 4 lectures we have discussed related with the exercise 4.1 and 4.2. So now we want to start related the sum exercise 4.3 and 4.4. From exercise 4.3 we are discussing today question number 8. It is science based question. It is a science based question. What happened while in different countries temperature are measured in different unit? In different countries temperature are measured in different unit. If you will say that in India we can measure temperature in Celsius, if you go abroad, America, Canada, Japan, maybe possible they are using Fahrenheit. So there is a one relation for it to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit or Fahrenheit to Celsius. So it's a one type of equation. F is equal to means Fahrenheit. F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. It's an equation from which we can convert Celsius to Fahrenheit or Fahrenheit to Celsius. Maybe possible that you already learned these equations in 8th and primary level or 6th and 7th, maybe possible. So someone asked, I think in KBC such type of questions also asked, or it is a GK based question. So anyhow, first off you have to remember the equation, that is F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. Now again I am saying to you, in India if you will go everywhere, temperature should be measured in Celsius. While if you are measuring the body temperature, if you will see the thermometer, nowadays digital thermometers are there, we have to convert everything either Celsius or Fahrenheit. So if you will see your body temperature, generally mostly doctors say that is 98 degree Fahrenheit, 99 or 100, 101. So now you have to start there are exercise 8, there are 5 sums related with it. 5 sums. First sum, it is draw linear equation for this. Draw the linear equation graph. Draw the linear equation graph of the given question. So what we have to do, we have to take x for Fahrenheit and y for Celsius. So that is given that Celsius we have to take x axis, x value of Celsius is x, rated x axis, and y and Fahrenheit for y axis. So now if you want to convert this equation in linear equation, then what I have to write? Y is equal to 9 by 5 x plus 32. Now if I want to simplify this, then 5y is equal to 9x plus 160. Now standard form of it we have to write, that is 9x minus 5y plus 160 is equal to 0. So now it is a linear equation. It's a linear equation. Question is, draw the following equation in form of linear equation in two variable where Celsius for x-axis and Fahrenheit for y-axis. So Celsius for x-axis and Fahrenheit for y-axis, equation is like that. Y is equal to 9 by 5 x plus 32. 5 should be shift, that is 5y is equal to 9x plus 160. 9x minus 5y plus 160 is equal to 0. Now you can assume x is equal to 0, you can get y. Assume y is equal to 0, you can get x. So two solution already we have get. And already from last 2 to 3 lecture we know that how to do the graph. So when A, B and C is there, such type of graph intersect the both axes, that we have already learned in last lecture. So 9x minus 5y plus 160 is equal to 0. That is equation. Now you have to solve it yourself. Take value of x plus 0. Take value of y is equal to 0. Take value of x is equal to maybe vary. It depend on which value you are taken. So that is question number 1. Now question number 2. In question number 2, if 30 degrees Celsius is there, then what is Fahrenheit? If 30 degrees Celsius is there, then what is Fahrenheit? Now, equation is given at here. So, F is equal to 9 by 5. Now, value of Celsius is 30. 30 plus 32. Now, what we have to make cancellation, that is 5 6 9 6 54 plus 32, that is 87. So Fahrenheit is equal to 86. 4 plus 2, that is 6. So this type of sums, I think it is too much easy. Again, F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. What I have to do? I have to put value of C is equal to 30 degree. If I will put value of C 30 degree, so 9 divided by 5 multiplied by 30 plus 32. Now if we cancel this, 5 6 are 30. 9 6 are 54 plus 32, that is 86. So Fahrenheit is 86. That we have get. So first, already we have completed, that is equation. Second sum, already we have completed. Now third. Third sum is that if Fahrenheit is given, then we have to convert into Celsius. If Fahrenheit is given and we have to convert into Celsius. So again we have to write the equation, that is F is equal to 9 upon 5 C plus 32. Now what I have to do? I have to put value of F. So F is 95. So 95 is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. Now 32, what I have to do? Two different ways it should be completed. Either I have to remove this 5. So 5 into 95, 5 into 30. Another way is what? First of all, we have to shift. Which way we have to shift? 32 must be shifted to. So 95 minus 32 is equal to 9 upon 5 C. 95 minus 32. 95 minus 32. 5 minus 2, that is 3. 9 minus 3, that is 6. Is equal to 9 upon 5 C. Now to find out C, what I have to do? 63 multiplied by 5. It's a basic math. When divisible is there, and if I want to remove the denominator, what I have to do? It should be multiplication form. So 63 into 5 divided by 9. Now it's easy cancellation. So table of 9. 9 7 is up. So 35 degree. So 35 degree is our answer. 9 7 is 63, 7 5 is 35. So what I have to write it here? 35. So someone say that 95 degree Fahrenheit temperature or our body temperature is 90, generally 96.5 or 98. So if 95 is our Fahrenheit body temperature, it means it is 35 degree Celsius. So again I explain what I have to do first. 32, I have to shift this. 32 should be from left to right, that is minus. So 95 minus 32, that is 63. Divisible should be going to multiplication. So 63 into 5 I have to do, and divided by multiple should be going to divisible. So 9c is there. So 9 is in form of divisible. Now table of 9, 63 is 7. So 9 7 are 63, 7 5 are 35. So second sum, third sum we have to complete it. Now I have to start now fourth sum. I think it is easy. Try it yourself. What I have to do? Celsius 0 I have to put, and then Fahrenheit I have to put 0. Two questions at a time in one question. 0 degree Celsius means how many Fahrenheit? So if you will see the question, F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. Now what I have to put? 0 degree Celsius. So if I will put 0 at here, then 0 multiplied by any number, answer is 0. So answer must be 32. So F is equal to 9 upon 5 into 0 plus 32. So answer is 32. So 32 Fahrenheit is our answer. Same sum now, but which value I have to put 0? Fahrenheit I have to put 0. So now 0 is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. So 32 should be shifted. So minus 32 is equal to 9 by 5 C. Now 32 into 9, 32 into 5 divided by 9 is equal to C. Again 0 degree Fahrenheit, so I have to put 0 at here. So 9 by 5 C plus 32. So it should be minus 32. Minus 32 multiply 5 divided by 9. So answer should be in point. So minus 160 divided by 9 is equal to 3. So you can try to do yourself. That is minus 90, 9 ones are 9, 80, 8, 9, 8 ja 72, 60 plus then 70. So 9, 7 ja 63. Again 7, 0. So 17 point answer is, but answer is negative. It is not a positive. Answer should be negative. Why it should be negative? Because here plus 32. So when 0 degree Celsius Fahrenheit we have get Fahrenheit, if you will take 0, you can get Celsius in negative. Now fifth sum is the important sum. Why? Because in government exam or in KBC such type of questions are. Question is, at which temperature both are equal? Fahrenheit is equal to Celsius. Fahrenheit is equal to Celsius both. So we have to find out in all question, if you will see, one of the temperature is given and we are finding another temperature. But in this question, when both are not given and both are same, then what we have to do? We have to assume as a x. So let me take Fahrenheit and Celsius as a x. So what I have to do now? First I have to write the equation. In this equation, F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. Now what I have to do? I have to put x. So x is equal to 9 by 5 x plus 32. Now what I have to do? I have to remove this 5. So 5 into x, that is 5x, is equal to 9x plus 160. Now 5x minus 9x. 5x minus 9x is equal to 160. So 4x is equal to 160. So x is equal to minus 160 upon 4. X is equal to minus 40. Minus 40 degree temperature is such a temperature where Fahrenheit and Celsius both are equal. So minus 40 degrees Celsius is equal to minus 40 degree Fahrenheit. Always remember. So this is related with the exercise 4.3. All sums, I think you tried yourself, all are easy. Just convert into an equation. All sums are related. The eighth sum is related with the sum importance. So I am explaining it here because 4.3 question and 1 and 2 already we have completed, because already here in last two lectures we are doing the graph. So question 1, 2, 3, 4 all are the graph based. Now we want to start exercise 4.4 question number 1. In 4.4 question number 1 already we have discussed in graph, but here we have to convert into one variable and also in two variable. So when one variable is there and we have to convert into a graph, then how we can do? That is important. So we can discuss it today. So now exercise 4.4 we are discussing question number 1. Give geometric representation. Exercise 4.4 question number 1. Question is, give geometric representation of y is equal to 3 equation. Y is equal to 3 equation. Geometric representation in one variable, and two variable. One variable and two variable. Now one variable means what and two variable means what? When one variable means it is only x-axis. Just we have to draw one equation. We have to put 0, 1, 2 and 3. What is value of y is equal to 3? Y is equal to 3. It is related with the one variable, or we can say number line. It is called number line. Y is equal to 3 question is the geometric representation in one variable and two variable. When one variable is there, just write directly number line 0, 1, 2, 3. Here you have to write -1, -2 and -3. Just put y is equal to 3. So it is easy just because it is in one variable. But now for two variable, so that is question number first, second, two variable. So first, what I have to write the standard form of it in two variable. So y is equal to 3. Standard form is 0x plus y minus 3 is equal to 0. Now already in last lecture we have seen that it is by plus c type. By plus c type graph. By plus c type graph parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis that we have seen in the last lecture. So when parallel to x-axis means, again now 0x plus y minus 3 is equal to 0. So we can take value of x any number and y is always 3. We can take y is equal to compulsory 3 and x you can take any number. So y equal to every time 3. Here 0 minus 1, or we can say 3 plus 1. Now if we draw the graph of it, here 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus. Every time y is equal to 3, 3, 0 or 0, 3 at here. Generally 0, first coordinate that is 0, 3. So that I have to write at here 0, second is minus 3, 3. So minus 3 I have to go further at here. Minus 3, 3. Again plus 3, 3. So plus here. So plus 3, 3. Here it is. So if I join this, always line has both sides endless. Lines are endless, so we have to make a arrow both sides. Always remember. So it is parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis because we know that yesterday by plus c type of graph. That is question number 1. Now we go to question number 2. Again same type of question. So now you have understand that how we can do this question. First and second both are same type. Just values are same. Now in question number 2 it is in form of 2x plus 9 is equal to 0. Make for one variable and for two variables. So for one variable, we know that first 2x is equal to minus 9, x is equal to minus 4.5. So what I have to write? Just I have to draw the graph 0, 1, 2, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. And if I go further, then minus 5. Between this, we can take minus 4.5x is equal to. So in number line, we have to draw when question is in form of one variable. But when question is in form of two variable, we have to write the standard form of it. That is standard form. Now, rectangle, we have to make rectangular table. We have to put the value x. Always again, it's a 2x plus 9. So ax plus c type graph. But in last lecture, we have discussed that ax plus c type graph is always parallel to y-axis. So value of x is fixed now. 4.5. That I have to put 4.5 minus 4.5. Value of y we have to vary. That is, we can take 0, 2, and minus. Now, if you do the graph of it, x value is fixed minus 4.5 value is fixed. 4 minus 4 minus 3 minus 2 minus 1 1 2 3 and 4. Here 1 2 3 and 4. Minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. Now minus 5 and minus 4.5 and 0. Minus 4.5 and 2. So here. Minus 4.5 and minus 2. So here. So it is parallel to y-axis. It is parallel to y-axis. Why? Because x plus c type graph it is. So it is always parallel to y-axis. So mostly I have taken the sum related with the text. If you have some doubt related with, you can also ask. Now one more question, that is 2x plus 1 is equal to an example x minus 3. Draw the graph of it. So first of all, we have to simplify this. That is 2x minus x is equal to minus 3 minus 1. So x is equal to minus 4 type graph we have to draw. So in one variable it is a straight line. In two variable it is parallel to y-axis. It is parallel to y-axis. But because already we have discussed these two sum. In these two sum we have already discussed this. So whenever you come in the school on that time, you have to complete your Telugu. We have completed chapter 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4 and 15. So 5 chapters we have completed. So 33% or 35% is your syllabus completed. Thank you.